What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, if you remember Carl Boozer, he played in the NBA, went to Duke, won the national championship at Duke, drafted in the second round, but the guy was a pretty good post player, man, power forward. Most notably on the Jazz, he had a lot of success there. He had a 13-year NBA career, 2 NBA All-Stars, definitely great for a second-round pick. But he did something different than more athletes do. Now, to be fair, you got to be smart to get into Duke in the first place, so he had to be somewhat intelligent. So Boozer understood something. He said, listen, let me not get married during my NBA career because folks getting divorced. Like, look at Pippen, look at Garnett. So I don't want to get married and be on the road. I want to get married once, I have time to be married. So he retired, then got married to Anna Keisha Smith. Now, I don't know how long they were dating. I'm not sure. But they had this, beautiful daughter together, and she's a very beautiful young lady herself, named Bloom Bohemi Boozer. She was born on April 5th, 2019. But Carlos Boozer got tired of her, okay? Now, Cindy Boozer, who was his wife before, said that he was having an affair with somebody from The Bachelor, if you can remember that, all right? And he has 3 kids from there. And Boozer, he's pretty smart. He's able to beat child support pretty good too. But this lady, he's also divorced from. And both were black, 2 black women, all of that. But I want to talk about this whole thing about men getting married in 2022 that are rich, very rich. Number one, the question is, why? If you're an athlete, why? Why do you feel that you need to be married? Not that I'm against it, but why? I mean, you've had 2 marriages that don't even last longer than 3 years. So why do you feel that? And here's what guys are going to figure out. When you make that much money, almost there is nothing that somebody can give you. We're finding it out more often than not. Most successful, super rich guys. Okay? You're finding it out. And that's why so many guys are out here having babies and not marrying women in America. So the question is, what don't they have that you're looking for? And here's what guys are not doing. A lot of guys who are rich, who are successful, and I hate to say this, but a lot of women in today's world are not gonna come with ready to be a wife kit like you want from the programming that's happening right now in the West. And I think that's the very same thing of men. Men are not gonna be, all right, this is how you provide and take care of women and build from your community. Neither group is like that now. It was different 50 years ago, but the culture of being a husband and the culture of being a wife is not there. So what people find themselves is that you have a lot of work to do and a lot of, I would say, being upfront on what you need. I think a lot of people are getting married and don't know what they need. Let me get married to this man or woman, and after we get married, God can work it out. God can't do nothing for idiots. People say that God can do anything but fail, but God cannot help idiots succeed. That's the truth. People don't know, have not been told what they should be trying to do and who they are as a person. What kind of man are you? What kind of woman are you? You don't know. So then you end up in these relationships with people who are not what you need them to be. And then you end up getting frustrated. Like, you ever been in relationships and you come back home and this person is there and then you hate them? Like, why is that person there? Like, I have nothing nice to say about this individual. I hate this person, almost, right? But you feel that way because you're not equally yoked. They may look good, but they don't have the same values. And it sucks when you're a person. To be an athlete, there's a certain level of consistency you have to play at a high level. And most people that have that mentality, it's hard to match them up with somebody who don't think like that. Super successful people just cannot be with anybody. And that's why you see a lot of these guys have miserable marriages, and they try it over again. Yeah, I get it. You can be a man and the woman doesn't have very much, and you can marry her because you're not looking for how much money she makes. Yes, but your values are not going to be the same. So you're going to clash. That's why successful people and broke people clash. That's why elites and the middle class clash. It's not that any people are bad people, but it's just that it's a different set of values. That's why rich people don't live usually where the middle class live at. Sometimes they do, but rich people might live where upper middle class, but you will never really find a lot of very successful people in middle class neighborhoods because they don't get it. And a lot of guys are marrying women that just don't get it. Now you see it in the case of like Bill Gates and Bezos, where those women were very smart, and that happens too. But people, when the values are not there, that's the problem. That's the problem. The values are never going to be there. So when the values are not there, the dedication to that is not there. What's there? Divorce. That's what's there. Agony, pain, regrets, defeats, and especially guys that are ball players. Some of these guys, I think, would just be better off not ever marrying at that point, because I think that's why so many athletes or entertainers date within their circles. But rich guys don't have I think entertainment, they should never date normal women. They shouldn't. You might say, get a normal, it's not going to work. Those guys need to be dating women that are like them, live the same lifestyle and things like that. Because what happens is that person doesn't understand what it takes to be you. A normal woman will never know what it takes to be a rich man. Has no idea. Can never understand it. Never get it. You will be wasting your time talking to them about it. Could be beautiful, could have great sex in it, but won't understand. And at the end of the day, you're not going to like the person because they're not going to get it. People who work hard, it's hard for them to be around people who are not like you. You can't be friends with them. They don't get it. You're from two different worlds. So what happens? You're going to clash. It happens every day. Every place in the world, there's rich neighborhoods and there are poor ones. And not to say that you can't be poor and become rich, but usually the rich have a different perspective of life. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.